When I was pretty young, I started programming computers, and that's kind of where it all started. I fell in love with it. And then in high school, I realized that I had this skill that I might be able to apply to business. So I went through all the programs that I wrote and I tried to see if I could find one that I could sell. And I found this little piece of security software, and I dedicated probably the next 6 months of my life to just figuring out how to actually sell it online, just out of my bedroom in my parents' house, and kind of figured it out at that point through a lot of trial and error. And then ever since then, I've been starting businesses, websites, a lot of them software-based. After college, I co-founded a company that put a 3D printer on the space station, and we manufactured the first objects off of the surface of the Earth. And then after that, started a blood pressure management company. So you can see this is actually why I've actually had quite a number of assistants in my life. I've just ended up getting myself so busy, even running multiple companies at the same time, that I ended up just having to delegate things. My schedule would just be jam-packed, overflowing. And what actually happened was, as it would have it, at the time that we were running the blood pressure company, I actually didn't have any assistants at that specific point. Because the thing about an assistant job is a lot of times it's a stepping stone for people. So I remember one of my assistants had just decided to go back to school to study computer science, which was something that I actually really supported, and I was excited about that. But then I was left with no assistant. So here I was running both these companies at the same time with no assistant, and that's what ultimately led to creating Magic. Life is short, right? If you actually pull out a calculator and do the math, you may actually only have 10,000 or 20,000 days to do the things that you really want to do in your life. And time is really the most scarce resource that you have. And it gets even more scarce when you think about it on a week's basis or a year basis. What's most important in life is to figure out how to spend your time properly, because it's the one thing that you just can't get back once it's spent. And I think people don't think about this enough. They think about how to budget their money. They think about maybe even how to budget the space in their house or their apartment, but they don't think about how to budget their time. Should I really be spending my time on this? So I really do believe that what you should do every morning when you wake up every week is you should look at everything that you have to do, and you should think about how other people can actually help you. At the end of the day, the people who've really gotten far in this world, they've done it by having people work with them to accomplish their goals. It hasn't been by doing it all by yourself. We developed an intensive training program for the people that work at Magic based on the needs of founders, entrepreneurs, busy executives, people that have a really high standard for what they want out of an assistant. And over the years, we've battle tested that. Magic is what I use every day, multiple times a day, what so many other founders and entrepreneurs use to actually get stuff done and to run their lives. And my hope is that by making Magic available to more and more people, people can reclaim some of that time. Even if you can just reclaim an additional hour a day, in a week, that's like 7 hours. And if you think about it, if you reclaim 7 hours, that's kind of like one full work day. So you're getting a whole extra day a week. As a Magic user, I have an extra day every week, or more than that. And I think more people would benefit from that too.